You right everyone, how's it going? My name's Tom Stockdale and today I'm going to be talking about how to write a song and how to write songs in general. So this video is going to be very basic. I'm going to try my best not to overcomplicate it, and I'm just going to give you the bare bones of what you need to write, in my opinion, what is a good song. And to me, what a good song is a song that tells a story and makes you feel something. And it sticks with you, it stays in your head for a while and it makes you think about it. So the first thing that you want to be thinking about is your inspiration. Like, what's making you want to write the song? And if you just want to write a song and you can't think of anything, you need to find your inspiration. So instead of writing a new song for this video, which would just overcomplicate everything because the process can be quite messy sometimes, I'm going to use a song I've already wrote called Lost. So I'm going to use this so I can explain the concepts that I'm trying to teach you. So the inspiration to the song Lost, a friend of mine, his girlfriend didn't want to be with him anymore, but she didn't have the minerals to just straight up break up with him, so she was just trying to cause fights and trying to make it difficult. And then he was talking to me and he knew that she wanted to break up with him, and he said, I'm lost and I don't know what to do. And then that inspired me to write this song. So that's where my inspiration has come from. The next thing you want to think about is like the meaning or the message. What are you trying to get across in your song? So for example, in this song, when we look at it, the message he's trying to get across is that he feels lost, he doesn't feel good, he's angry about it, but he still loves her. That's the overall meaning and message of this song. Now, in terms of music, there's major, minor, and modal. Modal, it's not that important right now. It is important, but this video is for like if you never wrote a song before, or if you're just looking for new inspiration or whatever. That's what this video is for. I'm not teaching music theory because I don't know it, but basically major is all really happy sounding stuff. Minor, all really moody sounding stuff. Modal is a combination of the two. That's the simplest way that I can put it. So typically, if you want to write a happy song, you're going to be using major chords, or it's in a major key. If you're writing a sad song, then you're going to use minor. That's very simple. That's the bare bones of how to do it. Happy birthday to you, happy song, all major. That's the bare bones of it, essentially. So for example, with this song Lost, I've got my inspiration. I got that from my friend just opening his heart up to me and empathizing with him and how he felt in that situation. Meaning, like the meaning and message of this song, the message he was telling me is like he feels horrible and he feels down, but he still loves her, and that's what's really upsetting him. And he's angry she's behaving this way, but he does still love her, but he's not very happy about it. And then as we go through, I'll explain with lyrics, less is more. Being subtle has a bigger impact than, like, say if I was to sing like, you've made me really sad, I feel really bad, and now I want to go and kill myself. Like that's just ridiculous. Like it's too on the nose and it's a bit eye rolly. We'll listen to the song and I'll explain the lyrics and the music. Right, so this is major, this is happy sounding, and it is a sad song. And I know at the start I said major, minor, happy, sad, but you can be clever with it, right? This song is a sad song, but it's in a major key, because there's a bit of hope in the song. There's still a little bit of hope there, so it's sad, but it's more conflicting that way. If it's like happy music with a bit of hope, because it's hope that hurts. Total desolation, whatever, get over it. But if there's that sliver of hope, that to me, that's where the emotional pain comes, the not knowing. So yeah, we'll start on the lyrics.
My back's weak, can you take some weight? I can't sleep, but never really feel awake.
Okay, so the first bit of that first verse, my back's weak, can you take some weight? I can't sleep, but never really feel awake. My back's weak is about all of the emotional baggage this guy is carrying. Like, his back doesn't necessarily mean his actual spine, it's more metaphorical. His back's weak, can you take some weight? I can't sleep, but never really feel awake. So he's asking her to take some of this pressure off him and some of this, what's the word, uncertainty away from his situation. I can't sleep, but never really feel awake. He's just in a daze. His whole life's just been turned upside down. He's got insomnia because he's just worrying about it all night, and he's wandering about and he doesn't really feel himself. So these lyrics have meaning. You can write a song about anything, which is what freestyle is, and that's what my Freestyle Fridays and that sort of stuff are. But those songs are nonsense. They might sound good, they might have the odd good line in it, they might be able to bob your head. But if you want to write a good song, in my opinion, The lyrics need to be able to be taken in a few different ways and to have a sort of hidden meaning in like a story arc. Like a good example is Voice Memos by Quedeca. Listen through that. The way he's got an arc from where he was younger to older going all the way through, and the way the story builds is amazing. He's held that together over an entire album. So like that's the sort of concept that we're going for.
And you seem distant, lost in a stare. I'm obviously missing what you're seeing there.
So you seem distant, lost in a stare. She, like I said, she didn't have it in her to just straight up break up with him. That would be emotionally difficult for her as well. So she's going to be staring out to a space a lot, and he said she wasn't really engaging with him. So obviously, you seem distant, lost in a stare. She's avoiding eye contact. She's thinking about stuff, and he's obviously missing what she's seeing. He doesn't know the issue. He loves her. He doesn't know why she doesn't love him anymore. But it like that can just happen. Like you fall out of love with people. So now from that, just a little verse, the first bit to sort of set the scene. He's not feeling very good. She is obviously trying to be distant, and there's some miscommunication there. He doesn't understand. And then it goes into the first chorus, which is,
and I know I could try harder for you. I just don't think you want me to. I'm lost and I don't know what to do.
pretty self-explanatory. And I know I could try harder for you, I just don't think you want me to. I'm lost and I don't know what to do. Nice and simple, nice and subtle. It's not too deep, it's just like someone is telling a story. Verse 2.
You don't look at me the same way you used to. Even when I dream I can't seem to find you.
So again, what I was going for here is to imagine that I was him. I empathized, I put myself in a hypothetical situation with a girl that didn't love me anymore and imagined what happened. That's how I did it. So obviously, you don't look at me the same way I used to. Well, she wouldn't, would she? Because she doesn't love you anymore. That was very blunt. But like these people aren't, well, it's based on real people, but I empathized and made a lot of it up as well. Even when I dream, I can't seem to find you. So even in his most happy, comfy place, she isn't there anymore. That's the sort of meaning behind that.
I don't really know what's changed. I was hoping you could tell me. You got me feeling low again, and baby, it's not healthy.
Okay, I don't really know what's changed. I was hoping you could tell me. Again, pretty self-explanatory. You got me feeling low again, and baby, it's not healthy. That was just me straight up projecting, right? I have a bit of problem with mental health. I chuck myself down into depressions quite often. I give myself a very hard time when I'm being creative, and it's not very good for me. So that, obviously, this is my song. I'm empathizing about someone else, but you don't have to stick to your only point. Like, nope, the song's about that, I can't talk about that. Nobody else knows what the song's about but you. You're the one who decides what your song's about and what it means. So you got me feeling low again, and baby, it's not healthy.
And I know
and then back into the chorus.
Try harder for you. I just don't think you want me to. I'm lost and I don't know what to do. Baby, I'm still in love with my memories of you. And it seems weird 'cause she's nothing like you.
So obviously, he still loves her, but this person she's being, and because she was actively trying to be a dick to try and cause some tension, to have an argument, to have a reason to break up, she wasn't the same person. So the person he fell in love with isn't this person that's giving him shit anymore.
Well, people change and I get it. If we could just go back, fuck it, forget it. I can't think like that, 'cause I'll only regret it. I know you won't come back, and you ain't even said it. I know.
Okay, so that bit, I guess you could call that kind of like a bridge. People change and I get it. If we could just go back, nah, fuck it, forget it. I can't think like that, 'cause I'll only regret it. I know you won't come back and you ain't even said it. So what I was going for over this bit is more like, less like a structured song and more like he was literally telling his story. So people change and I get it, if we could just go back. So he goes to go back into, well baby, I'm still in love with my memories of you. So he's thinking about the past. And then he said he understands people change, but if they could just go back, but it's not healthy living in the past. And all it does is make you feel bad. So that's why it's, nah, fuck it, forget it. He cuts himself off, stops himself thinking like that. This is the first part of the song where he starts asserting himself a bit more, and he's like, I can't be doing that, I need to get better. I know you won't come back, anyone even said it. It's sort of this acceptance. There's nothing he can do about it, and there's nothing positive going to come about thinking about the past.
I know you don't need me to be happy, but I need you. I don't know what you need, but it sure as hell ain't me, and that's the truth.
So this part of the song, he's accepted that she doesn't love him anymore, and he doesn't know what she needs to be happy. All he knows is it's not him. There's fuck all he can do about it.
And I know I could try harder for you, I just don't think you want me to.
And that hook keeps on coming back.
I'm lost and I don't know what to do.
The hook keeps coming back about him being lost, and about how he could try harder and he could be making more of an effort, but she's not reciprocating it, so what's the point? And then I went into a bit of an instrumental just to make that last bit really sink in a bit more, just give you some time to think about it.
If leaving will make you happy, just go. Don't stay cause you feel you have to, just go. And yeah, I'll miss you, but we'll both grow. And if you ever need me, then you know.
Now to me, this is like the saddest part of the song, because in the last verse, in that bridge bit, he started accepting that she doesn't love him anymore, and he's like, fine. And then in this last verse he says, if leaving will make you happy, just go. Don't stay because you feel you have to, just go. So he is straight up telling her now, you don't have to be with me anymore, I just want you to be happy. He loves her so much, he'll let her go. And that's the whole message. And yeah, he'll miss her, but they'll both grow, they'll both be better people. She might learn what she was missing or meet the love of her life, and vice versa, he might do the same. But then the saddest bit is, and if you ever need me, then you know. So as much as it's tearing him apart to let her go and he feels lost and it's doing all this damage to him, he still loves her enough to he's not bitter about it, he understands. So if she needs him, then he's there for her still.
Yeah, you know I could try harder for you, but only if you want me to. I'm lost, but I would wait for you.
So, the way that I've ended the chorus all the way through, I know I could try harder for you, but I don't think you want me to. And on the last one it's changed to, but only if you want me to. I could try harder, I could be doing more, but only if that's what you want. Yeah, I am lost, but I would wait for you. I would wander around eternity waiting for you. The meaning and message I'm trying to get across in this song, I only said that because I was going to stutter on portray and I bottled it. The meaning and message that I'm trying to get across in this song is that he's in absolute ribbons, but he loves her. I swear to God, if this happens again, I'm going to throw this phone out the window. So yeah, he loves her, and he's still there for her, but he's just accepted the fact that this happens. So the message that I wanted to get across is people can just fall out of love, and you do have to just accept it. You can't be bitter, you can't be angry, but there's nothing wrong with feeling that way. He starts getting emotional in the middle of the song, so that is the message that I'm trying to get across, is that he's lost and he loves her. And my inspiration from that song was what my friend was telling me about his situation, and I just empathized and added stuff to it. The reason that I made it major is because there's that little bit of hope, like, sort of at the end. So it's not a sad, it makes you feel sad, but it's not necessarily a sad song. Like, overall, it's a happy song, because at the end he says, he's still there willing to wait for her, but he's just like accepted. As much as it's sad, it's positive. The acceptance of what is happening, like, that is a positive, and it's that little bit of hope at the end. If you ever need me, he's still there for her. He's a good guy. He still loves her. Just because she doesn't love him anymore or doesn't want to be with him anymore, that doesn't mean he automatically doesn't love her. His feelings haven't changed. So that's what I was saying. Inspiration. The inspiration has come to me from that. So it doesn't have to be your situation. It could be something in the world. It could be whatever else. The meaning behind the song can sort of come as you're writing the song. So what I did when I first started to write this song was, you come up with your structure, like in school when you're writing stories, right? Writing a song is writing a story. You need to learn how to write a story before you even bother trying to write songs, because making stuff rhyme, it doesn't matter. That's not the most important thing. So obviously the story arc in this, he's upset, it explains what's happening, he loves her, you sort of get the message that they're still in love, and then I knew I wanted it to taper out with not something bitter, not something depressing, just something like where well, I guess it is depressing, but he hasn't killed himself like everybody else does in all the songs I write, which again, projecting. But yeah, it ends on the note of what he said. He still loves her, now, I know he does, but she's not into it, but he's still waiting for her. It's not necessarily a healthy thing or a good thing, but it's a real thing, and that's what matters. So get your story structure out before your song structure. What are you writing it about? Bam, 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 in bullet points. A lot of people say come up with the title first. It helps sometimes, it doesn't necessarily always help me. I feel the best time to write songs is when you're feeling vulnerable, emotional, and when you're not worried, right? And write a song like no one's gonna hear it. So don't be scared, people might think this, people might think that. Just be totally honest with yourself in the song making process. Make the best that you can do out of it, out of your story, and then it's just a case of going through and finding words that rhyme. My back's weak, can you take some weight? I can't sleep but never really feel awake. Are the syllables, it matches, it sounds good. It's not too overcomplicated, it's not too lyrically dense. There's nothing going well over heads, but there is stuff that you could think about. So I think Lost is a good song. That is the concept of it. That's how you write a song. You get your inspiration, write your story first. I find it easier writing songs with the music, because that's how I get into it. But if you don't play, just find yourself an instrumental. Sometimes it is as simple as just hearing an instrumental and something will come to your head. So just don't overcomplicate it is a big thing. And the most important thing is, generic and cheesy and corny as this sounds, is you need to make sure you're enjoying the process and having fun. Writing songs is therapeutic. Fun doesn't necessarily mean you're going on a mad one. Don't know what that dance was. But you need to just make sure that you're enjoying yourself. You're enjoying this process that you're doing. And it's therapeutic. Crying's therapeutic. It doesn't feel good necessarily, but it is good for you. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to leave you with this for now, and then I'm going to do another video where I've asked on my Twitter, if you want to follow me, at DOA Failure, links in the description. I've asked over on Twitter for people to send me songs they're working on and stuff they've been writing already, and then I'll have a look at that. I'll show you how I would change that and make it work. So even from this, if you want to start writing a song from a concept and send it over to me, I'll do another video where I go through, depending on how long they are and how long it takes, I'll go through maybe one or two in a video and explain how I would make it better. But another important thing is, I don't know better than you do. I don't. My opinion, we might like different things. So I'm not necessarily saying I will make it better for you. But in terms of rhyme, structure, flow, I'll be able to help. So if you want to do that, start writing a song. You can put your own music to it, you can sing it, do whatever you want. And I'll do another video where I go through a few of your songs and I work in the concepts that I mean and I help you. I hope that helped. At least just give you a bit of inspiration. Just start writing a story. First things first, write yourself a story, understand your concept, then start worrying about it being a song. Because if you jump straight into it, you're just going to end up getting lost and not knowing what to do. A reference to the song. I hope you enjoyed this video, because I fucking love music, right? And if you love music too, make sure you subscribe. Because music's great, it's good for you, it's a therapy. Let's make a community of supportive musicians and let's just all be fucking sick, right? I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you took something away from it. I'm going to be making another one pretty soon, like I said. And I'm also going to be making a video reacting to songs you've already made. So make sure you subscribe if you enjoy music. Drop a like on it if you enjoyed the video. If you want to support me on Patreon, links in the description, because my ad rate is non-existent, because my channel's dead now. Yeah, cheers for watching everybody, and I'll see you very soon.
'Cause every time I close my eyes, all I see is you with another guy. And every time you tell your lies, another piece of me